kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Purdue's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you've got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinals offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock.
Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. All right, guys, let's think about Ball State for a minute. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Cardinals looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost. He got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's passed. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. He puts some heat on that one down the middle.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Catch in the middle. It's Davis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Patel. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Running to the left. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings them to within 1. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw. It's Singleton. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to the run, it's Davis. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Right back to it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fierce the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Singleton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could have...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Singleton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll run the screen. Nice move there. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete to the left. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hosley. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
He's loose on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that is picture. By this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Snap it to the back. Finding an escape route. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Quarterback running on the draw. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Good, solid tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Woods. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Singleton. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Motion from the back. The snap sets up the throw. Under fire. He's going to take off. Moving past the 25. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. There he goes. Powers through. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
They'll run it on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on second and goal. Pushes ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to barge their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. Wide open spaces. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Makes the grab. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This should be the last play of the quarter. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Bringing it back. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. looking downfield on first down. Got a man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Handoff to the fullback. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
To the air, it's Singleton. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll try the run. Got the first down, he's still on his feet. He's up to 90 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this. Oh, he's got some space.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down...
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and fall.
And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Singleton. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping putting up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Using his legs, it's Woods. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Card in the backfield. It's Woods. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Fights off a defender. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.